And if confidence builds, what else is gonna build? The print runs. So I think we're about to see two rather strong print runs. Maybe do we see 2.7, 2.8? Does one of these cards get over 3,000? Does that Rochester pop at 3.2, 3.1? So we're all kind of betting people here, and I'm curious, are you taking the over or are you taking the under on my print run projections for these two cards from Monday? Welcome to episode number 106 of the Project 2020 show. My name is Chris, otherwise known on Twitter and Instagram is at CRT_sportscards. And my website is crtsportscards.com for your home for the best news and information around Project 2020. And also, we are now just 5 days away from the election, and we're not talking about the election that happens next Tuesday. We are talking about the election of the players and the artists that you want to see in Project 2025. And if you've not visited the website, now is the time to do that. I am doing sort of an informal sort of celebration and thinking around if they did this again in Project 2025, what artists would you want to see return from Project 2020? Pick 2 artists, and then on the players, pick 20 players that you want to see in the set for Project 2025. I will have the results for you after the end of Sunday, but Sunday is the last day of voting for Project 2025. So check that out and submit your names. And apologies for that first part being a little out of focus. I didn't realize it was out of focus until right now. So look, it's Tuesday in Project 2020. At this moment, it's kind of like the dead day in the set. We don't have print runs. All we have is printer data, and we've seen 4 of the 10 cards. It's kind of like the water has receded from the beach, and it's about to crash down on us. After we see the first 2 print runs, and we see the 5th and 6th cards of the week, is when we really get in motion as far as how are we going to play the week out. So let's jump right into this Tuesday. Card number 307 is this Ichiro by Tyson Beck. And card number 308 is Derek Jeter by Fucci. And now looking at Ichiro and Jeter from a player collection perspective in the set, Ichiro has just 3 cards remaining and Jeter has 4. So very few Ichiro cards remaining between now and the end of the year. Another 2 months, only 3 releases for Ichiro. But looking at this Tyson Beck, it is a really, really neat design if you like Tyson Beck. If you're not a Tyson Beck fan, this card really isn't going to appeal to you, but here is why I really like this card. Number 1, the font on the left, the name is the same from his rookie card. The background logo of the Mariners, I love the red part of it. It reminded me of the Japanese sun in their flag. And then number 3, I really liked how the lettering of 7 consecutive on the bottom was sort of standing out and more visible, as that is a reference to his 7 consecutive batting titles. So a lot of great small touches in this card make it a really great Ichiro in my perspective. I just personally wish the lowest printed card wasn't Tyson Beck and the most valuable card in the set was Ichiro, because if it wasn't for those 2 factors, I would be collecting Ichiro and Tyson Beck in Project 2020. And while I will be purchasing that Ichiro by Tyson Beck on the website of Topps after this video, the one card I will not be purchasing today, the first one of the week that I have not purchased, is this Fucci by Derek Jeter. And if you go to the website, you will see that Fucci is the lowest printed artist since the post-bubble era, right around card 162. It's been very interesting to see Fucci come in low on several releases here recently, and I think this Jeter could set another all-time low print run for Derek Jeter. And I say that because when I take a look at the card, and this is going to earn me no fans from Fucci, but when I look at the card, I'm just kind of like, okay, I get it. He doesn't have a face. There's the Statue of Liberty for New York. I get all of that. But it just feels kind of out of place when it comes to Derek Jeter. I just don't really understand the card. So maybe if I do more research into the card and really understand his thinking behind the card, I will further appreciate this card. But I could see something similar happening here with this card as we saw with the Keith Shore Mike Trout. The highest printed artist out there, or the highest printed athlete out there, had a very low print run. And now that card sells for like $35-40 the last time I checked. So potentially with this Jeter, with the fan base of Jeter, with the fan base of the Yankees, enough fans might miss this card or not like it to where the reverse effect happens. this card is worth more money than expected on the secondary market. We will see. It's going to be an interesting case study because at the end of the day, I just kind of like shrug my shoulder at the card and go, okay, let's see what the cards are out for Wednesday. But before we get to Wednesday, we have to recap the Monday pre-order totals on eBay, and as of 8 o'clock tonight, the Monday cards continue to be very, very strong. The Ricky Anderson by Grotesque has 28 copies sold after 2 days. That's a very, very good number. And that Don Mattingly by Rochester, which I thought was just superb, and in the top 10 right now for best cards in the set, 55 pre-orders, and that is a very strong number for Jacob Rochester at this moment in a 48-hour time period for release. So I still think these numbers are going to be very high in relation to the recent print runs on or in Project 2020. Does that Rochester get over 3,000? My money is on it right now. And then taking a look at the cards from Tuesday, a little bit of a shocking result. The Ichiro by Tyson Beck has sold 4 copies on eBay. Maybe I'm wrong on this card. Maybe I'm a little confused. I thought this was a great looking card. You know what to get from Tyson Beck, and you know Tyson Beck's fan base is very strong, but I was very surprised to see 4 orders on eBay at this time. So maybe we're in store for a very low Ichiro also, because when you look at that Jeter, 38 copies sold, but this is a player whose first card sold over 9,000. But Jeter's second most recent release was a 3.5K Joshua Vidas design. So when you look at that performance and you look at Fucci's recent performance in Project 2020, everything tells you this card could fall under 3.5. We will have to see. Stay tuned to the news. Hit that subscribe button so you are notified the moment I post up my episode tomorrow night, episode number 107 of the Project 2020 Nightly News.